Hospitals are a place of aid. Whether it's to tend a physical injury or a possible mental deficiency, a hospital is a place of safety. But have you ever wondered just how much effort it takes to secure a hospital enough to make sure everyone who enters and may have to stay is safe? Well, that's where security comes into play. When you think of security, what immediately comes to mind? I would have to assume perhaps someone at a mall or store who lounges around watching cameras all day, or who walks around just looking for something to go wrong. You're technically not wrong if that's what you're thinking, but the topic at hand is much more physically and intellectually demanding than that. A lot of hospitals back in the day would have open and friendly access to the public, but many times there has been an incident with hospitals where a crime has been committed on the grounds. A similar occurrence happened with airports, as they also had no form of security until the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. Now, you can't go to any airport without having your person and belongings looked through. Security is a necessary component to any efficient and well-running system. With the basics out of the way, let's take a deeper look into the duties of a well-oiled security unit, specifically in a hospital. When it comes to hospital security, they are there to keep the employees and patients safe, whether that be safety from assault or self-harm. As the years have gone by, the safety and protection of those who have been admitted into hospitals has taken precedence over anything else. The hospital in particular we will be taking a look at today is St. Luke's Hospital in Bethlehem. When it comes to your aid, there's no better place. The hospital has been around since 1873, where only 47 patients were treated in the first year of its infancy. In a place as big as this, security has to be well maintained and tight. You need people committed to the task at hand, so anyone with a lazy disposition when work is involved isn't going to be fit for this position. 34 years of experience in the healthcare field, 4 years as a mental health tech, 30 years in security, a bachelor's degree in business administration in Albright College, certified healthcare protection administrator, healthcare environmental manager, certified in crisis prevention institute, and 20 plus years in security management. John Talijan will give more of a deep dive into the experience of security.
What is my biggest frustration, and it's a big theme in the nation right now, is pay. We're paid like other security programs, but with the other security programs, when you're just observing and reporting, counting trucks at a trailer yard or a warehouse, we go hands-on a lot. And it's our reports that we're called into court, that we have to testify why we took a certain action, why we didn't take another action. So it's very sophisticated, a lot of responsibility. We're taking care of people, and I think we're not paid for the risk and the hazards that we undertake, and making sure that we deal with people, not as we deal with the same people that the police deal with, we deal with the same people that corrections deal with, but we don't have the equipment, we don't have the resources, nor are we recognized or compensated in the same type of way.
In terms of daily responsibilities, the security team is responsible for the personal safety and well-being of patients, visitors, staff, students, volunteers, vendors, contractors, and themselves. The team, using engineering controls or access control, maintain areas only authorized to enter, especially in very sensitive areas such as the pharmacy, which has strict guidelines and federal regulations, whereas not even security is permitted. CCTV, or video surveillance, is mainly used as a part of an investigation after an incident has occurred. However, it is very beneficial to watch in real time to make sure patients are safe and anyone requesting to enter or exit an area are authorized. Engineering controls aren't effective unless you have people who are engaged in the mission, have the ability to perform competently and professionally. They also have to accept that they are not recognized as law enforcement or corrections, but yet manage the exact population with less resources, equipment, and regulatory support. Having many of the same qualities as John Talijan in the field, Alan Lynch has also authored safety and security educational materials, as well as presenting security and safety topics nationally.
How much danger is there in our field? There's always been an element of danger, but I think society's showing us that the danger and favorability of police is, not as favorable as it once was. And, there have been sayings like defund the police and protest, and even concept of dismantling the police for something else. But no one can really describe what that else is. But it appears that people use aggression a lot more quickly today than they had perhaps 20 years ago, or even 40 years ago when I entered the profession.
Security for hospitals requires dedication and teamwork. Without these key qualities, the protection of property and people is at risk. Whenever you see security, just remember that these people are dedicated to making sure everyone's day goes as smoothly and safely as possible.